Let's just be real for a second. The path you're on right now, it's probably not going to make you a millionaire. And you know what? It has nothing to do with luck or talent. It's all about a set of quiet, daily habits that wealthy people use, and we're about to break every single one of them down.
But first, we have to talk about something bigger. Do you ever feel like you're just stuck on a hamster wheel? Working harder and harder, but you're not actually getting anywhere? Your paycheck lands, the bills fly out, and then, poof, it's gone. It's this brutal, soul-crushing cycle. But what if I told you that it's not an accident? What if it's all part of the design?
Man, this quote just hits different, doesn't it? Because it's true. The whole system works better when you're just scraping by. It keeps you dependent, forces you to trade your precious time for just enough money to survive, and then do it all over again next month. But you know what? Seeing the cage? That's the very first step to escaping it. So let's start picking the locks.
Okay, this all starts the second you get paid. And listen, this isn't about making more money, not yet anyway. This is about mastering what you already have. This is where you finally take back control.
Just look at the two paths on the screen. On the left, you've got payday chaos. That little dopamine hit from a new gadget, a fancy coffee, and before you know it, the money just evaporates. But on the right, that's total control. See, millionaires look at their paycheck like an army of soldiers, and they give every single dollar a specific mission before the battle even starts. The difference isn't the amount of money, it's intention.
And here it is, the exact blueprint. It's just 5 simple steps. First, get brutally honest about your wants versus your needs. Second, you build your financial shield, that emergency fund. It's non-negotiable. Third, you hunt down and destroy high-interest debt that's literally stealing your future. Fourth, you start building your little army of assets by investing. And the magic key that makes it all work? Step 5, you automate everything. You make your wealth build itself while you're sleeping.
And when we talk about attacking debt, this is the weapon you use. It's called the debt avalanche. Think about it. That 20% interest on your credit card, paying that off is like getting a guaranteed 20% return on your money. Tell me where else you can find that. This isn't just about getting out of a hole. It's about freeing up your single greatest wealth-building tool, your income.
So, once you've got your money system dialed in, the next habit is a complete and total mindset shift. It's about changing your entire role in the economy, from someone who just takes and consumes to someone who actually creates and provides.
This is one of those stark, powerful truths, right? Entrepreneurs, they own businesses. Investors own assets. Artists own their unique skills. If all you have is a job, you're essentially just renting out your time to someone else. Real wealth, the kind that lasts, is built through ownership. Period.
And look, the data doesn't lie. Check out how the top 1% build their wealth. It's completely dominated by entrepreneurs and investors. And the slice for employee with salary only? It's a big, fat zero. Now, this doesn't mean you got to quit your job tomorrow, but it absolutely means you need to start thinking right now about how you can build or buy assets outside of your 9-to-5.
Okay, so habit number 3. This one might seem a little out of place, but trust me, it is arguably one of the most important. You can't build an empire if you're too burned out and exhausted to even function. Your health is your greatest asset.
I mean, this analogy is just perfect. Would you ever put cheap, low-grade, trashy fuel in a Ferrari? Of course not. So why on earth do we do it to ourselves? Junk food, no sleep, constant stress. Look, you are the engine of your success. You have to treat yourself like one, or I promise you that engine will break down.
Let's be crystal clear about something. Burnout is not a badge of honor. It's a sign of a bad strategy. High performers know this. They know that sleep, exercise, and good food aren't luxuries. They're non-negotiable inputs for elite output. It's a simple formula. Better health leads to better decisions, and better decisions lead to more money. It's really that simple. All right, let's talk about the people you surround yourself with. This isn't just about who you like hanging out with. This is about your financial future. Your environment, your circle, it's everything. You're basically a sponge. Seriously, think about your 5 closest friends right now. If they're constantly complaining, talking about how broke they are, guess what? That mindset is seeping into your brain. But what if they're talking about business ideas, investments, growth, and opportunities?
That ambition becomes your default setting. It just rubs off on you.
And here it is, plain as day. The group on the left is like an anchor, literally pulling you down into a sea of negativity. But the group on the right, that's a launch pad. They push you, they hold you accountable, they share what's working. You have to be the architect of your circle. This will not happen by accident.
Now, habit number 5 goes against basically everything we're ever taught. We hear it all the time. Never give up. Never quit. But the truth is, millionaires are masters of quitting. They're strategic quitters.
Let's get this straight. Quitting is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strategy. There is a huge difference between persistence and just being plain stubborn. Wasting your life grinding away on a dead-end path isn't noble. Smart quitting is about cutting your losses so you can reinvest your time and energy where it can actually grow.
This is all about a concept called opportunity cost. Every single hour you spend on the wrong thing is an hour you can't get back to spend on the right thing. The biggest cost isn't what you're losing right now. It's the massive potential you're missing out on for the future.
Okay, finally, let's talk about the force that ties all these habits together. It isn't motivation, because we all know motivation comes and goes. It's a deep, sustained, laser-like obsession with your goal. So this introduces the hedgehog concept. You see, a fox knows a little bit about a lot of things, but a hedgehog knows one big thing: how to defend itself and win every time. In the world of wealth, this is about finding that one niche where you can become the absolute best. You don't get rich by being kinda average at 10 things. You get rich by being world-class at one.
So how do you actually build this obsession? First, you find your niche. Then you plaster your goals everywhere. On your mirror, your computer screen, make it inescapable. You have to tell the important people in your life what you're doing, so they become part of your support system. And finally, you declare all-out war on distractions. Anything that doesn't serve the mission, it has to go.
So as we wrap this up, the real question isn't about what you've learned, it's about what you're going to do. Building wealth requires taking uncomfortable actions. Maybe for you that's canceling a subscription you don't need, or having a tough conversation, or finally starting that side project. So, what's the one uncomfortable thing you will do today?
And I want you to always remember this final thought. Real wealth isn't the flashy car or the designer watch you see on Instagram. That's not wealth, that's just spending. True wealth is the assets you own that no one sees, the debt you paid off when no one was watching, and the freedom you built for yourself, all through quiet, consistent, daily habits.